Gul'dan versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine!
Alright, what is this deck called? Reno... Medivh.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Oh no, I should have kept the coil. I usually don't keep it against mage because it doesn't kill like mana worms and stuff. Sorcerer Apprentice. It does kill this guy. Battling Book is in a lot of mages. Yeah, I even had the coin.
I greet you.
Let's make magic.
It's a pretty good card. I might actually play doesn't play something more than 2 health. Yeah, especially because spell power. 3/2 trades well into bigger minions like 4 drops, and also spell power, especially Arcane Blast scaling is insane. Wow, I didn't even have like a water metal. It's definitely has a tempo mage, not like a control version if he's running Cold Sorcery. Doom is to synergize with Medivh and Cho'Gall. Cho'Gall Doom makes a freebie take 10 damage. Could be like a desperation play, because most of the, I mean, I don't know, it's like theoretical, but against aggro, if you can afford to like take the 10 damage, or against a faster deck, you'll draw you a lot of cards, you can dig for Reno if you don't die next turn. Taking 10 damage sounds pretty bad with Cho'Gall. I think maybe more Medivh synergy, or more against like not an aggro deck. Let's say a mid-range deck could maybe afford Cho'Gall into Doom, and especially if you don't have Reno at the time, you could draw into Reno the turn after. He's looking pretty dead. Feels like his hand's super slow. Let's see. He has one more random card. Didn't actually draw. Just like missed turns. Just like didn't have AI. Just kind of passed the board here.
Who knows what secret Medivh here?
Cho'Gall. It's only this turn. I mean, still gonna play Cho'Gall against the mage with no board clear. I mean, can't kill Cho'Gall, right?
To his will, all flesh succumbs. What he said. Pay up.
I can play Doom and draw, take 8 damage, draw 4 cards, kill them on board. I feel like these are relatively okay situations, right? Because, like, yeah, it looks crazy. Like, it looks like that Cho'Gall is a really bad card, but I guess what I'm thinking is, in these situations, like, it doesn't really matter, because this game is, like, I pretty much feel it's as good as over. Like, the situations where you're actually ahead and dropping Cho'Gall with no, nothing else to do should be okay, because you've kind of, like, probably won those games already.
Your history.
Let's check that vaporize. Brand Cho'Gall doesn't make you take... I don't think it does anything. It doesn't even make the next 2 spells take mana.
More cakes.
Gang, so kind of you to join me.
We have so many removal threats on him. And we have more, like, let's say we have more removal than he has minions. I think most of his hand spells, he hasn't been really dropping minions even. I could Doom. Just no, just Doom. That looks pretty good. Oh, oops. I got a 211 donation from BZ. Hey Concro, what are your thoughts on the whole Yogg / Tuskar / RNG eroding competitive Hearthstone thing? What does Crow know about this? Oh, actually, I was just talking to my editor today about potentially having some other YouTube videos, and one of the discussions that we came up was like some like videos talking about like popular topics like effigy and Yogg and stuff. You know, because I don't talk about it that much. Let's see. Answer this question. What is it? Oh, Yogg. Oh, so the RNG basically. Let's go and draw first. Shovel first. I learned my lesson from Nagasi, which
I will enjoy to take your medicine.
So what is it? I think they could tone down the RNG. Yogg? I guess Yogg is... Yogg, Tuskar, none of them feel good, huh? It seems like they... Okay, so I think they should make Yogg... I originally thought Yogg wasn't going to be competitively viable, and then it's like kind of okay to have Yogg as whatever and keep it as like a fun card for people that like the game, you know, more casual. But once you get Yogg into like a power level where it's very strong, you kind of have... you run into problems.
Amazing.
Alright, we're just going to have to maybe put Breaker in this.
Your magic shall not save.
Fight your own battles.
Just want to see it. I was thinking if we could... What was I thinking? I don't know. As long as I keep Cole Apothecary. If he has like an explosive trap. I mean, it's so like finely tuned because Tuskar wasn't a problem until he took a Vitality Tome. That's just one thing. And then all of a sudden it becomes like kind of like overbearing.
Victory or death! Your soul shall be mine!
Yogg, it seems like the card itself just got a lot better once people started knowing how to use Yogg. That sounds kind of weird because like knowing how to use Yogg, but there's actually like a large like skill cap in playing Yogg, but you can definitely like reach that level. You know, if you play like I don't know, maybe their internal testing it wasn't that great, or maybe it's like okay, but like once people start like running these like simulations for Yogg, and as like the community starts playing around with it, it's like people start realizing like it always does like very similar things. So people are just playing Yogg when they're, you know, very far behind and bored, and it's like expecting to clear everything, like, you know, kind of like always. It's like a miracle card, just does everything, and it actually like works enough. It works so often actually as a card when you like say you're playing Druid, you just simply play everything until you fall behind board, and when you can't fight for board anymore, you play Yogg. You just never play Yogg until until you have to, or until like say you have to against a control where they're just killing everything and tanking up, where like you just won't win without it. But and it's more like the power level of the card more so than the design. Like there have been other bad, like I guess like design cards where if they made it into competitive, it would be, you know, not too great. Some of those cards examples like, you know, Nat Pagel when that was strong, people really hated that. Good time for Doomsayer. He can't Cork on this turn. But then there's also other ones that are weak enough. I think like a good example of a weak card that is like that would be too degenerate and competitive is one of the Warlock legendaries. I think Wolford Fizzlebang. Like you just tap and get the free card. That's like high enough RNG where it becomes kind of like bad. It's a dragon, not a pirate deck. could just play a bunch of stuff here with Karakazam. It's like enough stats to be good. The only problem is, let's see, it's not Cho'Gall card. I do take 5, so maybe it's not worth it. Buff this to 3/5. It's not worth it. Let's just go ahead and play Karakazam. I'm not trading. I'm too weak to Rouge Ghoul if I trade. I got Terrell Nation from Cole Sawyer. I'll bet you $100 chat can't count to 100. That's out. I mean, I know that's true. That's probably true. He's amazed I played Karakazam.
My blade be thirsty.
Let me turn on my mic sound. I think it's been too low. I actually didn't realize the slider was changed. That was a good top deck. So I'm actually above 15 for Draconid Crusher. If I can wait till turn 7, I can play both these together. It's hard for me to find a move this turn, though. Doesn't make enough of a difference even to trade in against Rouge Ghoul here. Actually doesn't really do anything for the trading, like all the minion trade breakpoints.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Wow.
Who knows what's
My shield up for
It's actually some incentive to just like buff my brand 1/1 go face. I have a 4/6 brand, but I'm leaving up like a 4/3 Drake. Makes it easier for me to trade here. It has a higher chance to keep my brand alive as well. It's just on board the Drake doesn't actually trade that well into my board still.
I wonder.
Whereas this time I'm losing it to the 3, like my 3/3 is dying. I feel like he definitely doesn't have Draconid Crusher in his hand right now. Once he top deck at this turn, see what it went face.
Buying or selling.
Like thinking about taking Finley. This is pretty good, but I already have an ooze. I think I might want to stop tapping soon. Let's see, I can trade this one into something. Could get a tap this turn. Let's take Finley, do one last tap. Actually, this doesn't even matter how the first discover. It's still better as first, so I can take whatever I don't want. It won't never be the same. So I don't want this. I do want this.
Get in there and fight, maggot! Yeah, history. Almost out of time.
I mean, I went for the bad trade, but if taking the good trade gets me killed against Grom and Blood Tiger, so plus I have a really good turn now with Sylvanas Sun Fury. I can trade for the 3/4 here. Taunt up my other guys. I can actually not taunt up my Sword Finley. Seems safe enough, like barely.
I have no time for games. Shield up!
Never my wrath.
Deal.
for an adventure.
For the war chief!
Okay, this is gonna be quite a scary game. I may have refresh render. They're all like weak plays though. I'm actually leaving stuff up no matter what.
Almost out of time. Get your funnel cakes here!
At this point, I'm dying to fireworks. Got a Terror Nation from $100. Well, it took them like 10 minutes, but chat counted to 100. I keep my promises, Kappa. Thanks for a nation, $100.
That was an error.
Oh.
You face Duraxus, and now Lord of the Burning
Well, there goes my mage hero power.
Pay up!
We just have to. I don't think we can take kill Ragnaros, take the 8. We can twist another next turn to kill it. I just hope that these don't die. Or yeah, I mean, I know not that I hope they don't die. I hope that Rag hits one of them, not hits my face. Well, could still win. Hits the 3-2, twist another hero power. We have 6-6, start winning the race. I can actually get Reno. Got Reno 1 in 13, which only heals me at 15 now.
That was an error.
It's gonna be hard to beat Deathwing. But I mean, that's not really worth it to just try to like... Oh, this actually has a reverse synergy with the weapon. Not really worth playing Cho'Gall hero power.
I wonder.
If I knew his hand is like 100% Deathwing, it might be correct to do it the other way, because I can wait and then try to bait stuff out. He only has one card, and you know, I'm not really in the best winning spot. This doesn't really matter, like I'm over-committing to Deathwing or not, because I have other stuff to play. Like if he Deathwings, me having these cards in my hand isn't really going to change. Like I have other big mains to play against Deathwing. It's just like I'm going to lose in one turn to the Deathwing hit. Oh, let's take a 1. Yeah, Cho'Gall's still kind of underperforming. I actually think I can just remove Cho'Gall in this deck.